Okay. Are we here? Should we toast that we're here?
Yes.
A toast to being on the air. Hooray. We're happy to be here. Right,
Absolutely,
Max?
by all means.
That's right. All right, well,
Wind down Wednesday.
forget the theme song and the whole
5
deal
o'clock.
is happening. It's all
A nice Chardonnay, a little song
we're
and
just trying to
small
keep it
talk.
interesting and exciting.
Some of my friends may drop by from just down the block. So it's wind down Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock.
Or 5:05.
Yeah.
5:08.
Something like that. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. And we are so happy that it's working because we had kind of, last time we had a glitch too.
Mm-hmm.
And Doug has been doing all this stuff to make sure it was going to be okay today. And it did it again. I think there's a gremlin in the
Probably
works.
is.
That's got to be it. Anyway, my guest today is the illustrious Max Sabatino. And we're just going to, maybe we'll just kick off a song and
Yeah.
kind of start it out and let you kind of get your groove going, and I'll
Alright.
kind of try to come in.
Absolutely. Well, it's crying time again. You gonna leave me? I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are only rain to make love grow. Well, my love for you can never grow no stronger if I live to be 100 years old. Well, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now you say you found someone that you love better. That's the way it's happened every time before. And as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, crying time will start when you walk out that door. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time.
Doug was crying before.
Well, I was.
I'm sorry, though.
That was sad. We're really sad. So, ladies and gentlemen, so nice to have you with us again today. been a whole month, and I am so happy to have Max here with me. Max is the new third person in the trio.
Yeah.
Out on the road, and some of you folks have probably seen us perform with Max playing lead, and I just thought it might be fun for people to get to know you a little bit and know a little bit about your background.
Absolutely.
And, you know, being from Chattanooga, and how that,
A little,
you know?
a little out of Chattanooga. Like,
A
it's
little
probably just
further from
15 hours of flight, but it's
something like that. Yeah. So I don't know. Do I need to ask you questions, or could you maybe just start out and tell us a little
can
bit
start
about
out. I can
how you
start
got here? Not
Oh,
like
that's
you don't have to go
interesting.
back to like when you were born,
Oh,
but
make me think. I was playing Memphis last year, and I was in the green room, and I found a sticker in the green room that said, "Too ugly for LA, too broke for New York City." That's how I got to Memphis. It's kind of how I got here. I think it's like, sounds like my story.
yeah,
But,
yeah. I couldn't. I wasn't swanky enough for LA or New York. I had to come to some place where people were nice.
But yeah, it's kind of a long story. I'm originally from Matera, South Italy. It's a small
Can you
town.
show them what Matera looks like, Doug? It's really beautiful. I mean, I haven't been there, but I'm going for sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's a really old town. It's thousands of years, like Neolithic. They trace back to Neolithic, which I don't know when is, but it's a lot of time ago. Like it's a long time ago.
BC, like way BC, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 10,000 years, something like that. Sorry, I'm very ignorant about that part of history, but they say it's the third most ancient place in the world, and it's a beautiful tourist attraction. I mean, Italy is always flooded with tourists from everywhere in the world. That's where I was born and raised.
So where is Matera? As long as in Italy, could you kind of give an idea?
It's right between the heel and it's right. If this is the heel of the boot, we are right here.
And
it's
so
south.
where is that from, like Sicily?
Oh, it's pretty far from Sicily.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But is it over on that edge?
It's easter, like it's more east than Sicily. So yeah, it's in the southeast part of Italy, and it's pretty close to the Ionian Sea, pretty close to Apulia, and Bari is the biggest city close to my hometown.
What's the weather like?
It's
Is it hot like it is here?
It's hot, but nothing like I never in my life experienced something like that.
It's so hot, you guys. I know it's hot everywhere, but maybe
Yeah.
not everywhere, but I mean, it's hot a lot of places, and I know a lot of you are suffering like we are. I was teasing Max that I thought we should open the door and get a little fresh air. It's nasty out there.
I always complain about I think that when I moved here, like that people overused AC. I don't think that anymore. Like I'm sorry if I thought.
Yeah. Sorry,
There's-
I changed my mind on the AC issue.
Please, more AC. Like it's just unbearable. Like I still
Yeah.
hope it's a simulation or something like that at some point. But yeah, I'm not used to this. But it gets pretty hot. It's not humid as in Nashville, but it can get pretty hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I was born and raised, and I moved to Nashville. I first came here in 2018. Basically, the story goes, I was playing music back home, and very late, like in my 20s, I fell in love with songwriting and folk music and country music and songwriters. I was just playing guitar with distortion, playing the blues. So I had no idea that, you could actually write songs. But like I wasn't even paying attention to lyrics, just the guitar solos. And then, one day I was taking, like a friend of mine, Dario, was driving me home, and he played me the Freewheeling Bob Dylan record, and I remember I was I couldn't understand a word the guy was singing back then, but I was like, I believe him, whatever he's saying, and
Wow.
and that's how I got like very interested in songwriting, and that's how it started. Over the years, I was kind of on a quest, like where I can meet these guys, like how this started, what are they saying, and everything, and all of this like led me to Nashville. Like everyone was pointing out to Nashville. I was reading books, and I was just watching videos and trying to to know more about it, and everything was pointing out to Nashville. So in 2018, I came out here because I wanted to know more about songwriting, and I got into some like songwriting events, and
Cool.
I was following like an online blog by a guy named Steve Leslie.
Steve
Was
is
like
awesome.
an accomplished songwriter, and he was.
We need to get Steve on here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk to him.
Absolutely, and he was the guy that basically I was following like his blog, and he got me like I was reading these things about songwriting, and he brought Chris Stapleton in town a long time ago. So I've heard his name from a Chris Stapleton interview. That's how I traced him, and I came to town. And I kind of stalked him because I wrote him like 20 emails, and he was on the road. And then he finally answered the last week that I was here, and he agreed to meet me, and that kind of changed everything for me because we've been in touch, and I asked him to mentor me to teach me everything that he knew. And he knows a lot of stuff, so so we developed this.
He's nearly old as me. Yeah, he's been around a while.
and this was 2018, and so we stayed in touch. And during COVID, when we didn't know what to do with music anymore. Like it felt like doomsday. Like we all had to change everything. And I thought of like just doing something else and not music anymore. And then I video called Steve, and he was like, "Do you want to join my band?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he was like, "Do you want to join my band?" I was like, "Wait, what?" So we started talking about that, and we got through the whole visa process, and I moved here in 2022, if I'm not wrong. But I was going back and forth because I had a band in Italy. I was playing with a called the Crash Boom Bang. It's my friend.
There's some great YouTube things that you can see, and you can also follow Max on his Instagram and see him doing lots of different things. He's made videos and things, and it's really good stuff. I mean, the band's really good, and you just came back from there, and you were playing with them?
Yeah. Like whenever I'm back, we always play together. We're friends first, and then we're bandmates. That's why it's all the more fun. And so I was going back and forth until I moved here like last year. Like it was last fall. I got a new visa, and I thought I think I'm just gonna move there. So it's pretty recent to me. Still feels pretty new. It is new to me. Everything
Is your mom staying up late tonight?
No, but if she is, it is water, Mom. It's not wine.
That's just it's sparkling water.
It's just different here. It's just the color is different. It's an American
that's
thing.
He actually is old enough to drink wine, though.
I'm
the rest of you
sober,
both here. So he is very sober. I love the way you sing this next song. Would you do the Bob Dylan song? You know, and sort of.
All right, yeah.
You're like, is this one of the Bob Dylan songs that you learned?
This was the first Bob Dylan, the first folk song I think I've ever heard. It was the second. It's the second track on Freewheeling, but I remember my friend playing this song in the car, and me going back home.
It's a beautiful melody.
Yeah, and I was haunted by it. Like, I couldn't make sense of the words because I barely spoke any English back then, and that's what got me started in learning.
He's doing amazing. I mean, you can't believe it. He even gets our jokes, and sometimes we think we're pulling the wool over his eyes, and he knows everything. It's a bummer.
But yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
And this was.
I'm just gonna listen. It's so good.
If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the winds hit heavy on the borderline, remember me to one who lives there, 'cause she once was a true love of mine. If you go in the snowflake storm, when the river's freezing, summer ends, see if she has a coat so warm to keep her from the howling winds. if her hair ain't long, if it rolls and flows all down her breast. See for me if her hair's hanging long, 'cause that's the way I remember her best. I'm wondering if she remembers me at all. Many times I've often prayed in the darkness of my night, in the brightness of my day. So if you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the winds hit heavy on the borderline, remember me, the one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine.
It's so pretty, isn't it? You have such an unusual vibrato to your voice. It's so pretty and it's so unique.
Thank you.
I feel like that's like something that really just shines differently. Like makes you, you know, I don't know, an artist. I guess.
Oh,
you know,
thank
is what
you.
I'm trying to say. I'm
I-
kind of trying to come up with good word here, but I'm just like, But anyway, I just think you nailed that. That's so
Thank you.
beautiful.
I never thought. I don't think of myself as a singer. Of myself as a singer, I never took any singing lesson, or I just enjoy doing it. And I started out on my own.
It's a natural thing for you. I think you have to follow that intuition because, I mean, that was one of the reasons, you know, when the first time that you came over to sit in with Rob and I, and it was like, oh yeah, this guy totally gets phrasing, and you know, I think we're copacetic. Is that, I know, not copacetic, but what is the word where I feel like we bond really well when we sing together?
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely. I love that.
that's what I'm trying to
I
say.
get it.
Yeah, and it just as our beloved Craig always has said, if you are called by music, you can't ignore it. It will haunt you your whole life until you didn't do what you were supposed to do. It's just, it's really hard to turn your back on it. I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, it was very.
You're
close,
having
and then-
fun. And you guys, you have to hear him. One of these days, come see his show and see him tear up the electric guitar. It's just like, whoa. Because, I mean, was that your first instrument, the electric?
I think I started out on my dad's classical guitar, and but then I just immediately switched to the electric because I was in middle or high school, and you just care about making noise. You know,
If you go and watch any of his videos, you'll see like he has this expression on his face that is so commanding when he is playing that electric guitar. It's just like, I am badass. Okay, but let's think of. I was just thinking, you know, we just came from a festival we played in Illinois, and talk about hot. That was hot.
That was insane.
We played at the Moccasin Creek Festival up in Effingham, and it was effing hot. And it was a really nice festival. The people could not have been nicer, and the bill was just amazing for me because Robbie Folks played a set that was just stunning. And if you don't know Robbie Folks, he's a Chicago guy, just amazing folk singer, plays bluegrass and all different styles, but he's very, he really takes over the stage. And then before that, when we first got there, it was my good old friend Cheryl Wheeler. And her voice was just as pure and beautiful as always, and she was just as funny as she's always been. And it was just so great to see her. And you know, I've recorded several of her songs, but the one that really did well for both of us, because I don't know if she's got a swimming pool, but if she does, it's probably shaped like a guitar. But I got a swimming pool out of Aces. My old friend said to me, I ain't being what I'm supposed to be. Well, I don't know, it could be true. I know I wasn't always there for you. And now you're ready to walk out. You're ready to run. Talk to me. Can't you see I would never want to do what it seems I've done? You can't deal with the aces and think I wouldn't play. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. Things you think I should do, I never understood that part of you. You know I've tried to be a friend, but you feel undermined and hurt again. Now don't let it convince you. Please don't take it to heart. Compromise and realize you can never really run everything you start. You can't deal with the aces and think I wouldn't play. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. Okay, Max, take it. Said I couldn't see that things could turn out like they've come to be. And if I lied, and if I knew, well, I was only trying to think of you. And now you're ready to walk out. You're ready to run. Talk to me. Can't you see I would never want to do what it seems I've done? You can't deal with the aces and think I wouldn't play. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. Nice. Every time I try to hit that, I screw it up. So it's always like da 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 da.
Which is interesting.
It is. It's jazz. It's fusion or something. I don't know what, but anyway. So you were telling me that when you started songwriting, it was, you know, you were still trying to really learn the language
Oh, yeah.
of
Yeah,
English, and you're trying to write a song in English.
Correct.
And would you give us an example of one of the first songs you wrote?
Oh yeah, it's the very first song that I wrote, and
Pick
that
up
was
my other.
before just thinking about any rule of songwriting. I just was listening to so many music and so many songs, and I was just writing down the lyrics and watching movies and reading books and getting so passionate about it. And then I just things were happening, and I was just writing about that.
Yeah.
And I
Because you were a very young man.
yeah.
I really have to give him some heck here because the other day we'd been in the car for about 6 hours and we got out and we were all stretching and everything. And Max says, "I got to get to the gym." You know, he just had his birthday a couple
June 20,
a week ago, and so it's like the day after his birthday, and he says, "Yeah, you know, I'm not 35 anymore." And the rest of us were all like, "I hate you."
But that's true. Like
He's 36 now.
it shows. I'm telling you, it shows.
Oh yeah, it really does. Yeah. I think I see a white hair.
I'm full of white hair. I just got them
no,
like
you're
very
not.
short.
Doug is going. I was right when I was 32.
What's wrong with the white hair?
I love
white
white
hair's
hair.
great. I love it. It's pretty. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. I interrupted your whole vibe here.
Hey, I'll interrupt real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody wants to know what kind of guitar you're playing.
This is a Mini Maton. It's an Australian guitar. No, I just discovered the brand because Tommy Emmanuel plays this kind of guitar, and I just picked up acoustic guitar when I discovered Tommy Emmanuel. It was just insane, and a few years later, I was
Tommy
able to
hasn't been
buy.
here either. He needs to come too.
Oh, that's great!
Okay.
It's amazing, and that's how I found out. And this is a very small guitar that I really enjoy playing, and it's lightweight, and
Yeah,
but when you plug it in, it's mean. Like
It
you can't
is. I mean, he plays this on stage, and it's strong. It
Yeah,
really
yeah, it's
is
powerful.
amazing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know how they do that, but it's amazing.
There's this pickup called the AP5 Pro, whatever. It's very powerful. That's all I know.
Yeah, people are always like to know what kind of guitars people are playing.
Okay,
on.
yeah.
So,
I get it. Me too. That's what I do all the time. I go in guitar stores and I try to find creative way to go bankrupt.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's right. All
All
right.
right.
Well,
So this is
let's
the
hear your song.
very first song that I ever wrote. And again, like the English was pretty rough back then. I'll just sing it as I wrote it.
Okay.
Okay.
Clothes were falling on the ground. The taste of wine was on the mouth. Imagination drove us wild where we could not be found. Untying what was bound. We skipped the ward on the bedside. She cast a smile, I shot the light. Devil grinning at our side, watching us breaking the rules like sinners in the night. We could run, but will this save our soul? She'll be painting in your sunshine just to hide the storm. Is she counting on her lies, her lies? When the night falls, we will dry your eyes. Now if I've had some bold to say, like take her and we'd run away. No compass, just us aiming for the light. Going adrift like sinners in the night. Sinners in the night.
Sinners in the night.
Yeah. Let's
You are
spill the
young.
tea.
Oh goodness. Well, wow. I mean, it's good that you had a conscience.
Well, actually,
I know you. I know you do. Oh Lord. Any boy that says, "Mom, this is just water," It's definitely got a conscience. Yeah. So okay. So let's see here. What else can I tell folks about that they can find more information about you? I mean, you want to tell them what your Instagram account is and how
Yeah,
to
it's
spell it and stuff?
it's Max Sabatino, spelled Abbatino. I'm not really active on social media, and I've never been, but sometimes I just post some videos. I had a YouTube channel and I posted like 5 videos, and I was sure that I was going to make that like a regular thing, but I just get bored very easily with.
Demand that he does
But
this.
and actually, I deleted my social media app for a couple of weeks. I just reinstalled them because I got like love-hate with those things. Sometimes I feel like I waste too much time just doom scrolling, and my brain shrinks, and my head is already
do.
pretty
We all
small.
have a love-hate thing, and I do think though, like I wouldn't have had these folks.
Oh, absolutely.
And during COVID, I mean, we
yeah.
talk about being locked down, and we were each other's lifeline, were we not? We really were. And
I agree.
so, I mean, I think maybe some of it is that we have to learn how to
Oh yeah,
turn it off.
I
and
agree.
that.
Yeah, sometimes it just it's not like I'm not. It's not a critique. I'm just. I just fall in and out of love with that, and sometimes I just delete it. But I post if I play around town or like anything happens, I just use it to post it, and I made a bunch of connections thanks to social media.
Do you have anything coming up that you're doing?
Not currently. Not that I believe. Not currently. I just moved. I spent a month and a half home, and when you're out of town for that long, you cease to exist to many people.
You're going to be with me this very weekend.
Absolutely, can't
so
wait
we
for
can
it.
tell them.
Hey, where is that?
We're going to be right here, right? We're an hour north of Nashville, in Portland, Tennessee. And it's a beautiful theater, by the way. You might not have seen it yet, but you know how a lot of times we play those small theaters that have been renovated, and the town is kind of pitched in to do it. And I just think it's one of the nicest things that, I mean, you guys, over where you're from originally, I mean, it's like you kind of keep your downtown sections working and stuff like that. But a lot of our smaller towns, everybody started going out to the mall and going out to, the suburbs and that kind of thing. And some of the downtown areas kind of fell by the wayside. But, my own hometown is doing such a great job of renovating it, the downtown section, and making it more lively and vital and that kind of thing. And that's the way it is up there in Portland, Tennessee. This Temple Theater is it's adorable. They really, they spent a lot of time and a lot of sweat equity in making it so pretty. So hopefully any of you folks that are nearby can come and see us. And then we're going to be together in July down in Texas again. Yeah. We got a lot of Texas this year for some reason. It's like, I guess you probably remember that, I don't know, it was like 2 years back we did Montana 5 times. And then last year was Colorado 5 times or whatever. And this year it's Texas 5 times. So we're going to be at a new place that I've never played called Dan Silverleaf in Denton, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas. So no long drive this time for a change.
Awesome.
So, because I don't want to, I worry about your old hips.
I'm really worried about that.
And then we're going to be in Mejia, Texas for Cindy Walker Days. And if you don't know Cindy Walker's songs, I bet you do. Do you know a song?
You don't know me.
Yeah, but how does
Oh,
it?
yeah.
What's the first line? It's like,
You give your hands to me.
you give your hand to me, and then you say hello.
Oh yeah.
And I can hardly. So anyway, I get to sing that song with Katie Shore, who used to be in, for a long time. She was in Ray Benson's band, Asleep at the Wheel, and she's got her own band, and they are phenomenal. So maybe you guys will get to sit in. You would probably really like that.
I love it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a whole day of a lot of swing type music, and I'm so excited about that. And Cindy Walker wrote so many really, really famous songs and had a career of her own. So that's gonna be a lot of fun for me. And also Pam Tillis is going to be there. So there probably is going to be some funny jokes and stuff, you know. But girls are different. We don't play tricks on each other. We make jokes, but we're not like, the guys, I don't know, they get mean sometimes. Play jokes on each other that aren't funny. Let's see, what else is going on? I guess that's it for now. I mean, we do have stuff coming up, but maybe we'll play, let's see, should we play, let's play one more, like songs that I just think you killed, It's Too Late, which is off of the latest album, and I will get myself in the right place here. So, also, when you came to town, you went to talk to Pat Ferguson, and I guess you sort of ran into him through how?
No, actually, one thing is when I moved to Nashville, I wanted to meet all the people that were just thumbnails on my YouTube when I was back home.
Right.
And surely Pat Ferguson was one of them, but I actually met him through Will Barrow, which I was playing with in Steve's band.
And Will also played in my band for many years.
Yeah, I mentioned that, and we were just talking one day, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna meet Pat Ferguson," and I was like, "Can I?" and so they were playing at probably Third and Lindsley somewhere in town. I don't remember exactly, but I showed up and I met Pat, and I got his number, and I got in touch with him, and I wanted to just talk to him, and I wanted him to show me something at the guitar, but there's he's so good at that the whole time I was just staring at him and doing things. And
what about the foot tapping? Isn't that loud? Have you ever seen anything like that? It's like the foot has a mind of its own. It's just like a boing, 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 boing.
It's just amazing.
He's a dear person and an incredible talent. You know that he started as a drummer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he started as a drummer and went to school to do that. Then he went to guitar school, and then of course he is the virtuoso.
The harmonica,
on harmonica.
Like the way he plays harmonica, I'm like.
Are you gonna pick that up now?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to, but it's just.
We would love to have you play
really,
harmonica.
yeah. All right. And so, so I met him, and we've been in touch, and it was around, when I moved back in October last year. He called me. That's how this act, like that's how I remember. He called me. It was early in the morning. It was December, some day in December, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I remember it was early, and I was asleep because it was early. And
Like
early
10?
for me, yeah. So I see the calls, and then he texted me. He's like, "Are you?" Actually, I picked up. I was like, "Hey, Pat, how are you doing?" He's like, "Hey, are you still in Italy?" And he told me about that I was
we
gonna
were
get
looking for a guitar
call.
player.
Yeah, but I hung up and I was like, probably I'm just sleeping yet. Like I didn't realize it was true. So I woke up later and I was doing the setting the coffee pot up, and I got a call from Doug that I missed the first time. So it was, and then I was like, what? Is this happening? Like, it's like, did Pat call me? Like, so it was real and was not. And so that's. And I'm very grateful.
So yeah, and Pat Ferguson, because he played with me for 20 years or whatever. Wow. I was like, if he says this is a good dude, he's a good dude. And so we had coffee, and then you came to the birthday bash, to the soup party.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I didn't ask you to play because. Because Richard Smith and Tommy Emmanuel and all these other folks that were just sort of.
I was mesmerized.
I just was like, I don't know, I don't want to put him on the spot. But,
it was that too was like, it's not a moment like the morning after that, like people are like, are you pinching yourself? I was like, I need to punch myself because it's like, it's worse than that. That just happened. But it was amazing.
It's great. It's great. But anyway, well, I mean, if you don't already know, Pat Ferguson wrote this song with Doug and I. And you can probably feel some of the chordally, it's a very Pat kind of version. Yeah. don't get my attention. I don't go there anymore. But then best laid plans and all my good intentions fly out the window when you walk through that door. I get my fingers burned each time I touch you, and each time I think I've learned. Well, there ain't no fireman coming to my rescue. Too late to save me, so just let it burn. It's too late, it's too late, I'm in too deep. I'm too far gone to turn around. There's gonna be some heartache and losing sleep, but it's too late to worry about that now. Well, my friend says to put you down, I should know better, but you're already in my soul. She thinks I'll come around, and I'm just gonna let her keep on thinking I'm still in control. But it's too late, it's too late, I'm in too deep. I'm too far gone to turn around. There's gonna be some heartache and losing sleep, but it's too late to worry about that now. Hope you're sending some hearts up, guys. It's too late, it's too late, I'm in too deep. I'm too far gone to turn around. There's gonna be some heartache and losing sleep, but it's too late to worry about that now. It's too late to worry about that now. It's too late to worry about that now. And Pat would play some crazy thing at the end, like da 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 da, and you would just finish the song, and then he would just make it funny. We love you, Pat. All right, folks. It's been a can of worms. No, it's been can of soda. It's been, never mind. It's been a can of duh. A can of duh. Anyway, I have some really wonderful guests coming this summer. Besides this one right here, Max Sabatino. And I can't really divulge their names because I'm just afraid, because everybody's schedule is kind of, mamby-pamby, that somebody might have to cancel, and I don't want to say a name before they get here. But I do have some wonderful folks coming, and I think you need to tune in. Let's see here, end of July, it'll be on the 30th. And if I run into a friend that I can get over here and I'm here at the same time, we'll do more than one this month, and maybe in August as well. since we're not like killing it out there till the fall. So anyway, stay in touch. Make sure you look at the website and see where all we're going to be playing, because the fall is really, really, really busy. And I will look forward to seeing you at the end of July and be thinking about you. Thanks a lot for